One of the most popular hobby in the world, a hobby that is an industry itself, a symbol of freedom, identity, engineering, and status. And one of the most profitable industries ever created, cars. In this episode of Discover Fun, we explore the world of cars, not just as machines, but as a lifestyle, a passion, and a global culture. Stay with us, because today we are exploring why cars may be one of the best hobbies in the world. Sponsor of this show. Hobby.fun is a hobby-focused social platform where you can discover car events, locations, and shops through an integrated map. Explore highly rated gear on the marketplace, and even learn specific skills from experienced enthusiasts, all in a safe and positive environment. In this episode, we will learn history of cars. First, we'll explore how the very first car was invented, why people moved beyond horses, and how cars evolved from a necessity into a global passion and hobby. Styles and types of cars. We'll break down the different categories of cars, from daily vehicles to performance machines, and also explore the different types of car enthusiasts, from collectors to racers. How to become a car enthusiast. We'll show you how you can start this hobby without owning an expensive car, and how knowledge alone can open the door to passion and even profit. Car culture and lifestyle. We'll explore how cars became a symbol of identity, class, and personal expression across different countries and communities. Careers in the car industry, from mechanics and designers to professional drivers and truck operators, we'll show you how this hobby can turn into a full career. Car collectors and celebrities. We'll introduce you to some of the most impressive car collectors in the world, and celebrities who turned their passion for cars into a lifestyle. Major car events and shows, from global auto shows to racing events and luxury auctions, will take you inside the biggest stages where car culture comes to life. Skills. This hobby develops. We'll explain how cars teach responsibility, technical knowledge, decision-making, and discipline. Countries where this hobby is most popular. We'll take a look at the countries where car culture is strongest and how different regions shape the way people design, drive, and connect with cars. And finally, we'll give you our Discover Fun rating. History of cars. Before cars existed, people relied on horses, but humans always wanted more speed, more control, and more independence. In 1886, Karl Benz in Germany built the first real automobile, the Benz patent motor wagon. It was simple, expensive, and slow, but it changed the world forever. The term horsepower was created to compare engine power to horses, helping people understand how strong these machines were. From that moment, cars evolved into one of the most important inventions in human history. What is car enthusiasm? Cars as a hobby is much bigger than simply driving from one place to another. It is the hobby of recognizing machines, understanding design, appreciating engineering, enjoying performance, caring about details, and connecting with a culture that stretches across generations. For some people, the hobby starts with memory. They learn the brands, the badges, the shapes, and the names. They can tell one model from another before they are even old enough to drive. Then the hobby gets deeper. They start noticing how cars transform over time. A classic Mustang becomes a modern Mustang. A Porsche keeps its identity while changing its shape. A simple family sedan from one era becomes a nostalgic icon in another. That is one reason this hobby is so powerful. It rewards attention. And then there is the emotional side. Some people use cars as daily transportation. Some collect them. Some restore them. Some modify them. And some drive them as a statement to the world about success, style, discipline, or ambition. Cars became globally important in the late 19th and early 20th centuries as the automobile changed the way people moved, worked, traveled, and built industry. Over time, the car stopped being only a machine and became part of identity, entertainment, and culture. Today, the automotive world sits inside one of the biggest and most profitable industries in the world. Manufacturers, designers, mechanics, racing teams, content creators, dealerships, collectors, parts companies, museums, and global events all revolve around the power of the automobile. That scale matters for hobby lovers because it means the hobby has endless depth. There is always another brand, another era, another story, another build, and another dream car to discover. And that is a huge reason many people should start. Cars combine beauty, utility, history, emotion, competition, and personal expression in one hobby. Very few hobbies do that. Fun fact: the first speeding ticket in history was issued in 1896. A driver was caught going 8 miles per hour in a 2 miles per hour zone. Styles and types of cars. Cars come in many forms, each designed for a purpose, a lifestyle, and a type of driver. Sedans, built for everyday comfort, ideal for families and daily commuting. SUVs, offering more space, higher driving position, and power for both city and adventure. Pickup trucks, designed for work, carrying heavy loads and handling tough environments. Hatchbacks, compact, efficient, and perfect for urban life. Vans, made to transport groups of people or goods. Sports cars, engineered for speed, precision, and performance. Muscle cars, known for powerful engines and aggressive character. Microcars, small, economical, and designed for tight city spaces. Crossovers, a balance between SUV strength and sedan comfort. And then, there is the backbone of modern economies: commercial trucks and motor vehicles. These are not just vehicles. They are the foundation of transportation systems. They move goods across cities and countries and directly impact the price of products we use every day. Without them, economies slow down, and development becomes difficult. And in recent years, a new chapter has begun: electric vehicles. Electric cars are not just another category. They are a turning point in automotive history. They are changing how cars are designed, powered, and experienced. Some manufacturers are adapting quickly and leading this transformation. Others continue with traditional engines, resisting change. And only time will tell who will survive. Cars as a hobby also comes in many styles. There are classic car lovers who care about history, preservation, and timeless design. Performance enthusiasts who chase speed, power, and precision. Luxury fans who focus on comfort, craftsmanship, and statement. Off-road adventurers who push beyond the limits of roads. Tuners and modifiers who build something unique and personal. And motorsport fans who live for competition. From Formula One to local track racing. Let me ask you, are you a car enthusiast? And if you are, which type are you? To be a car enthusiast, you don't need to own a luxury car. You start by learning brands, models, specs, and uses. Then you step forward, driving, understanding mechanics, modifying, detailing, or restoring. And if you want to take it beyond a hobby and use a car for daily transportation, there are a few important responsibilities to consider. Driving a car is not just about owning one. You also need a valid license. This license proves that you understand the rules and regulations of the road, and it is issued by government authorities after completing driving school and passing both theoretical and practical tests. You also need proof of insurance because you are not alone on the road, and you are responsible for protecting not only yourself, but others as well. And depending on the type of vehicle you want to operate, the requirements can change. For example, driving an 18-wheel semi-truck requires a different license, specialized training, and a deeper understanding of systems like air brakes, vehicle length, and load control. We are also car enthusiasts. We wrapped our Tesla Cybertruck and named it Bumblebee with hobby.fun ads. Tell us, do you like the Electrica car and particularly Cybertruck and our wrap design? And don't forget to like and subscribe. Car culture and lifestyle. Cars are not just machines that take you from one place to another. They are a reflection of who you are. The car you choose often says something about your lifestyle, your priorities, and sometimes even your way of thinking. A performance car might reflect energy and boldness. An electric vehicle may show a focus on technology and the future. An SUV or Jeep can represent adventure and freedom. A pickup truck might reflect practicality, work, and reliability. Of course, these are not strict rules. People change, careers change, lifestyles evolve. But often, the spirit behind our choices stays with us. That's what makes car culture so interesting. It's not just about driving. It's about expression. In many ways, it's similar to how we dress and present ourselves. In fact, if you're interested in that side of personal expression, make sure to check out our Fashion and Styling episode, where we explore how style also reflects personality and mindset. Car culture connects people through identity, lifestyle, and shared passion, turning something practical into something personal. Careers in the car industry. Car enthusiasm can become more than a hobby. It can become a career. Some people become mechanics, learning how to repair engines, brakes, suspension, and electrical systems. Some become automotive detailers, turning cleaning, polishing, wrapping, and paint protection into a profitable business. Others become car designers, engineers, sales specialists, commercial truck drivers, racing drivers, or content creators reviewing cars and teaching others. The car world is huge, and if you become skilled in one area, this hobby can open the door to real income and professional opportunities. Skills. This is one of the strongest reasons to do cars as a hobby. First, cars develop observation. You start noticing shapes, sounds, small changes, and details most people never see. Second, they develop memory. Memorizing brands, model generations, engine types, and design language trains recall in a fun and stories of cars. Third, they develop practical intelligence. Once you start learning maintenance, cleaning, troubleshooting, or restoration, you build real-world problem-solving skills. Fourth, cars develop patience. Machines do not reward carelessness. They reward attention, consistency, and respect. Fifth, they develop taste and judgment. Over time, you begin to understand why some designs become timeless, why some cars feel special, and why quality matters. If you enter the motorsports side, the hobby also builds timing, discipline, control, and courage under pressure. And socially, cars can develop conversation skills and community confidence. Car people always have stories, opinions, comparisons, and experiences to share. That is what makes the hobby so rich. It is not only exciting, it is educational, practical, and deeply human. Car collectors and celebrity enthusiasts. Car enthusiasts come from all walks of life, and this hobby is so broad that it connects some of the most influential people in the world. We've selected a few well-known figures whose connection with cars goes beyond interest. It's a passion. Elon Musk, an American entrepreneur and CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, with a net worth of over $200 billion. He is not just a car enthusiast, but someone who helped transform the entire automotive industry through electric vehicles. His collection includes rare and futuristic cars, including the famous Lotus Esprit submarine car. Sultan of Brunei, one of the largest private car collectors in the world, from Brunei, with a royal fortune estimated in the tens of billions. His collection is legendary, with over 7,000 cars, including rare custom-built Ferraris, Rolls-Royces, and one-of-a-kind models that were never sold to the public. Leno, an American TV host and comedian with a net worth of around $450 million. He owns over 180 cars and 160 motorcycles, and is known for his deep knowledge of automotive history. His collection ranges from steam-powered cars to modern supercars. Rowan Atkinson, a British actor best known for Mr. Bean, with a net worth of over $150 million. He is a serious car enthusiast and collector, having owned rare high-performance cars like the McLaren F1, which he famously drove regularly, even after multiple accidents. Supercar Blondie, Alex Hershey, a global automotive content creator from Australia, with a net worth estimated around $20 to $30 million. She built her career around cars, showcasing some of the rarest and most futuristic vehicles in the world, connecting millions of fans with automotive innovation. Major car events. Depending on what you love about cars, there are different types of events around the world. Car shows. Geneva Motor Show. Held in Geneva, Switzerland, this prestigious event showcases luxury, concept, and future vehicles from dozens of top global manufacturers, attracting over 600,000 visitors, where brands reveal innovation and cutting-edge design. Detroit Auto Show, North American International Auto Show. Hosted in Detroit, USA, the historic home of the auto industry, featuring major American and global manufacturers, drawing hundreds of thousands of visitors to see new production models, concept cars, and future mobility ideas. Tokyo Motor Show, Japan Mobility Show. Held in Tokyo, Japan, focused on futuristic mobility, robotics, and electric innovation, featuring leading Asian and global manufacturers, with a strong emphasis on next-generation technology and smart transportation. Racing events, Monaco Grand Prix, Formula One, held annually in Monaco. This iconic street race features the fastest Formula One cars in the world, watched by over 100 million viewers globally, where top drivers compete for millions in prize money and global prestige. 24 Hours of Le Mans, held in France, this legendary endurance race tests teams driving hypercars and prototype race cars over 24 hours, focusing on speed, durability, and strategy with global audiences and major manufacturer participation. Indy 500, held in Indianapolis, USA, one of the oldest and most famous races, featuring IndyCar open-wheel machines reaching extreme speeds, attended by over 300,000 fans, with multi-million-dollar prize pools for top finishers. Classic and collector events. Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance, held in California, USA. This elite luxury event displays the world's rarest and most valuable classic cars, attended by collectors and enthusiasts, where vehicles are judged for design, history, and restoration quality. Barrett-Jackson Auction, held across the USA. This high-profile auction event sells rare, exotic, and classic cars, where some vehicles reach millions of dollars, attracting collectors, investors, and car enthusiasts worldwide. Goodwood Festival of Speed, held in the UK, this unique event blends racing, classic cars, and modern supercars in a hill climb competition, bringing together manufacturers, drivers, and over 200,000 visitors in a celebration of automotive culture. Countries where this hobby is most popular. Cars are loved almost everywhere, but some countries stand out strongly in car culture. The United States has a huge car culture built around classics, muscle cars, road trips, customization, drag racing, and collector events. Germany is one of the great centers of automotive engineering and pride, home to brands that shape the global reputation of performance, precision, and luxury. Japan has one of the most influential car cultures in the world, especially in tuning, drifting, reliability, design identity, and enthusiast loyalty. Italy is legendary for style, emotion, and iconic brands such as Ferrari, Lamborghini, Maserati, and Alfa Romeo. The United Kingdom also stands out because of its racing history, car manufacturing heritage, and major automotive events. Together, these countries show how cars became both transport and culture. Final rating. Now it is time for the Discover Fun final rating. Activity: 7 out of 10. Cars can be a very active hobby if you attend meets, travel, work on cars, or follow events closely, even though some parts are more observational than physical. Joy: 9 out of 10. Cars create excitement, beauty, pride, nostalgia, and strong emotional connection. Cost: 4 out of 10. This is where the hobby gets challenged, because entry can be simple, but advanced car passion can become expensive fast. Skill growth: 9 out of 10. Observation, memory, practical thinking, engineering curiosity, taste, and community knowledge all grow strongly here. Beginner friendly: 8 out of 10. You can start by simply learning and observing, even before owning anything special. Final score: 7.4 out of 10. Cars is one of the best hobbies for people who love design, identity, engineering, and culture. It can start small and grow for a lifetime. If you watched this episode until here, that means you probably like this hobby. We encourage you to start and have fun. Hobby.fun can help you get started. We would appreciate it if you like, subscribe, and share this with someone you care about. And before we go, tell us this. What is your dream car? And which car design do you think is the most beautiful of all time?